This will probably be my final video for the trip. This afternoon, late this afternoon, early evening, together with some other rabbis, I had the opportunity to visit the Shiv'ah of one of the families. And it was a very, very moving experience, getting to know the relatives of the deceased better, trying to understand how they're coping with their loss, trying to process the enormity of what's befallen them. At the conclusion of the visit, after we played some Jewish geography and realized how close we all are, how we all have common friends, we know people that connect us to almost every other Jew, and by extension probably almost every other person in the world, just a few steps away. We found so many different connections between our families, our circle of friends, our experiences. The fact is, these families could have been any of our families, because we're all one family. At the end of the Shiva visit, I spoke to one of the mourners, and I said to him, I'm just one person that came here from Great Neck, but I want you to know that I represent some 7,000 congregants, and that every one of them is standing here with you today. Every one of them is grieving with you today. Every one of them has asked me to convey words of consolation and comfort to you today. So even though you see only one person standing before you, I want you to imagine thousands of people surrounding you, supporting you, showing you that they are experiencing, they are sharing in your pain, they're supporting you in your time of trouble. We're all one family. And I saw what incredible comfort that gave to this mourner, and how grateful and appreciative the mourners were that so many communities, including our own, sent their rabbis to represent them, to demonstrate solidarity, to attend the funerals, to participate in the Shiv'ah, to offer words of comfort, and to offer presence of comfort. What a difference that made in so many lives. And all of you, by extension, who are watching these videos and supporting this effort and taking part in it, are contributing in a very, very significant way to the comfort of these families, to their process of healing. And they know that. And it means so much to them. I also got to be the beneficiary of kindness here in Pittsburgh, and to learn what an incredible community it is. I knew from the past visiting here for happy occasions, but was once again invited to two homes just in one afternoon. One of old friends, and one of a family I didn't even know, that I had never met before yesterday, but who welcomed me like a member of their family, gave me a wonderful dinner, wonderful company. I felt immediately at home here. It's a sad thing that we only discover our ability to show kindness to one another, to build one another up, to unify with one another at times of great difficulty and pain. When we're crushed, when we're damaged, all of a sudden, all that's inside, our capacity for healing, our capacity for helping, our capacity for goodness, our capacity to do what's right, bursts forth and shows us that the potential we have for good is far greater than we imagined. Rather than having to be crushed to discover this infinite potential, I hope we can all take a lesson from these events and extract that potential while we're still intact. look forward to opportunities in the near and distant future that we can extend ourselves to one another, build bridges across individuals, across communities, and across the globe. And if these tragedies are what was necessary to begin that process, then perhaps at least we can say that the tragedy was not in vain, and that the memory of those who were lost in such a horrific and violent way will be transformed into a positive legacy and a bright light for future generations. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be uploading a little bit later some of the very moving, beautiful pictures of the tributes and memorials that have been set up here in Pittsburgh. And again, on behalf of everybody here, all of the families I've spoken with, all of the community members, thank you for supporting this effort to bring comfort, consolation, and a sense of solidarity and support to the bereaved in their time of need.